Okay, well, which one is this one?
Episode 7. How are we on with episode 7?
I've no idea.
Right.
It's zipping by.
It is.
Are we ready? I'm ready, if you're ready.
Yeah, go on.
Ready.
Welcome to Fish and Brits, the very British podcast from very Floridian America, where we break down the strange things that happen both sides of the pond,
Make sense of our lives as Brits amongst the USA locals, answer your burning questions,
and dust off our ever-failing memories of life back in England. I'm Adam Graham. I am sunburnt hard.
And I'm Wayne Ruffley, and I'm the next British bard.
That's in response to that Shakespeare episode we did a couple of weeks ago. That was one of the most popular episodes and bits that we've ever done. I listened to that Shakespeare more times than I probably should have.
Yeah, I'd listen back to it as well. I listened to it with JC.
Oh, yeah?
She's sitting there with her head in her hands going, what is happening here?
It was great.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I was a hot, sweaty mess on that one.
You definitely were on that one. But we're back, we're here. Episode 7 of Season 2. Thank you for sticking with us. How's your week been?
It's been a good week. Nothing too dramatic. It's been very busy. Things are getting really cray-cray busy with the kiddo. She's got, everything's coming up. We've got someone visiting. We've got a birthday. That's in a couple of days. We've got a prom happening. We've got a graduation. Oh, it's just been a bit.
That's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. I don't want to go too far into it, but
No, that's all right. When's her birthday?
The 1st of April. April's Fool's Day.
Oh,
which, let me tell you what a trip that was, announcing to everyone, we've gone to the hospital.
On April Fool's Day.
Sure you have. Do you know how many texts I got of that? Sure. Okay. Good job, funny man. And I'm meanwhile freaking out going, no, we're seriously at the... I ended up having to take a picture of Jen in the hospital bed and texting that out to people to prove that we were actually at the hospital having Jason. Because she was a bit early, so...
Oh, she was?
Yeah, she was a little bit early. So.
How early was she?
Ooh, that's a good question. I can't remember. A couple of days. It wasn't like she was weeks.
All right.
But it was still like, everyone knew, like, oh, sure, April 1st. So that's what I get for being a prankster.
Was 2 weeks, I think, something like that. Nothing too crazy.
She was about the same, I think, 3 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, Jen's parents were coming to be there for everything happening and all that stuff.
Right.
And, of course, I was supposed to get some yard work done. This is back when I didn't enjoy yard work as much as I do now. And so I'd put it off. Anyway... we're
going to have to do Wayne's weekly gardening section in season 3.
I don't know why. I'm not that good at it. I just like doing it. But so, like, the plan was get up, get the hedges cut, get the grass cut, make the house look nice for mom and dad come in. And anyway, it was the same night as one of the WrestleManias. So I had, of course, slept in the morning. And she goes to me, Jen wakes me up. She goes, I don't think you're going to go to WrestleMania tonight. I go, dude, don't worry. I'm going to get the grass cut. It's all going to be taken care of. I'll do it in time before I get out and go to see the show at the friend's house. And then she's like, I don't think that's why you're not going. Oh, we're having a baby. So that's how that went.
Well,
yes.
Did you get to catch up WrestleMania? That's the most
yeah. I watched it that night, didn't I?
There you go.
I was done with everything. I mean, No, it was like a couple of days later.
It's like Bryson was born first thing in the morning on Thanksgiving. And I love the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were back in the room and he was born just in time for the parade. I'm like, oh, good timing, son.
Well done.
There you go. Very good. Well, speaking of that, actually leads us into a couple of things that's going on this week. Talk about birthdays. Mm-hmm. Today is actually my mum's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mum. To your mum.
She's having a good day. She sent me a video earlier on of just her walking around the house with the cat dancing. I'm like, oh, all right.
That's good birthday.
So that was her day off, having that. I sent her sent the birthday prezzies. This was funny. I had do you know the show Clarkson's Farm?
Not really.
It's a Jeremy Clarkson one, but I like that one, and so I had stuff sent from his farm shop to my mum for a birthday present.
Yeah.
I get that sent, and she goes, "Oh, Sophie was there last week. She could have picked it up."
Oh,
Sophie had gone to the farm. I'm like, well. We really have to work on our communication.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, and it's also Mother's Day in the UK this week on Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to any mothers in the UK. I wondered this one.
And mine that's here.
And yours that's here.
Yeah,
but, well, that's the thing. It's not Mother's Day in the US.
Yeah, but I still celebrate it.
Well, of course. Of course we do.
Yeah.
It took me a while to remember that the UK and the US have different Mother's Days.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know why, though, until I started doing some prep for today.
Oh, did you? Go on,
I
give
did,
us the
actually.
answer why.
Because in the US, it's always the second Sunday of May. That's the day. Came from a memorial service for mothers on May the 12th in 1907. So they've just done that since that point. But in the UK, it is specifically the fourth Sunday of Lent, which leads up to Easter. And, of course, Easter's on a different day each year. Mm-hmm. So that shifted around each year. So there we go.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, and that's this Sunday, March the 30th. So happy Mother's Day to mums near and far. Happy birthday. To my mum today. We've got a bit of an elephant in the room here today, don't we?
Oh, what's that?
In the fact that I'm sitting here in a substantial amount of pain.
Yeah. Go on. Tell us the story of how you've lived here. How long?
And still don't remember how hot the sun is.
Yeah, and still didn't apply. What should you have applied, Adam?
Sunscreen.
Yeah.
You see, that was the thing. I put it on my face. I went to a local water park yesterday here with some friends from the sideshow that I'm currently working on. And me being, I'm a huskier gentleman, fluffier, so to speak. I keep my shirt on a lot of the time. So I'd put it all on my face and all that and did the arms. And then, a drink or two in, I'm convinced, yeah, all right, we'll go swimming. I'll whip the shirt off, that sort of thing. Yeah. Forgot to actually put it on the rest of my body.
Oh, good.
So
are you going to show us?
I'll show you.
Oh, this is where I wish we recorded this show. I should take a picture. Should I take a picture?
No, you shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you.
We don't want that on
later.
the internet.
All right, hang on. I'm leaning back.
Oh no, is it going to be bad?
Did you get that up there?
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a bit red, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah, we're doing well. Like the arms.
Look at your arms.
Yeah, there's a line.
Yeah. Well, yeah, where you applied and where you didn't apply.
Exactly. See, look at that.
Oh,
that highlights the bicep that should be there.
Yeah, that is some lobster.
Yeah. So
that's gonna peel.
Oh, I hope not. I've been moisturising.
Okay, yeah. There's not enough moisturiser in the world for that. And your knees. I'm noticing your knees as
well.
Oh
yeah, no, my knees are done as well.
Look at
I only did
your
the leg
swimmies were.
Yeah,
swimmies. There's a British word for the Americans.
Yeah. So, if you do come and visit Florida, or if you live here, remember to put sunscreen all over rather than just your face. I've got a lovely tan on my face, though.
Do you know what I learned a while ago? I don't know how true it is, but the sun cream or sunblock, whatever, from England doesn't actually work here in Florida.
Oh, formulated differently?
Yeah, there's like a chemical that's not, and I don't know how true it is, but they used to sling that at the, when we worked at the Wild Bill's dinner show,
right.
Thompson Holidays and Virgin Holidays used to come and have their meetings in the venue of like, all right, everybody is, you can buy your little your shows, and you can buy your excursions. And
right.
So they would always pitch the sunblock here. They always say at 80, especially 100, waterproof. That's what we promote here,
right?
For us as well. But then the Thompson Holidays people are like, yeah, this is what you need because the sunblock that you've brought with you from England doesn't really work here.
Right.
You're still going to cook. And I always go, yeah, that must be true because every British person I see here in Florida is cooked like a red lobster. Yeah.
I mean, we do have red lobster.
Oh, yeah. I mean, burnt. I'm talking burnt. And it's day 1 or day 2 of their trip.
Right.
So they're like, oh, your rest of your trip. I mean,
rest of your trip, you're going to be.
It does, because we are like about 4 foot from the equator, so it is hot here.
And that's not an over exaggeration.
Yeah, no, not at all.
We did get some mail in the studio this week.
Oh boy, dude, this one shocked me. This is great.
Good.
Oh, you brought it with you?
I brought it with you. Me, yes.
I get to touch it.
I'm going to the post box, the mailbox outside, to pick up the post. And airmail. Oh, all right. Well, that sounds about right. It was around our anniversary time, so I figured it was, an anniversary card or something.
Yeah.
And then I look at the postmark, Buckingham Palace. Oh. And then there's a C and an R next to it, which is the signifier of King Charles. And on the back, there's the King's seal.
That's crazy looking.
So I gave it an open on up. And there's...
Should you be wearing gloves to open that?
No. And there's a card from King Charles.
Isn't that fantastic?
I'd sent him... we send the royal family a Christmas card. People do that in England. I'd never done it before. Mm-hmm. So I thought last year, because we'd been doing this podcast, we'd write one and send one.
Yeah.
And we only got a signed card back saying, thank you very much for your Christmas wishes.
Oh, you're welcome, Charlie.
So there you go. We'll put that on the socials. I was most touched to receive your generous message. and hope that you too had a joyous Christmas. Thank you for your very kind support during what has been a busy... It was an audio card.
Oh.
What has been a busy year. This card brings you my warmest good wishes for the new year.
Whose voice did he use for
I
the
don't
audio
know.
card?
I can't
Oh,
do it,
that's
King Charles.
really cool,
Yeah,
man. I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
need one of them.
Well, you gotta give a call to Charlie.
You know what? I never knew that was a thing.
No.
I only knew about the on your 100th birthday, get a card from
A
the Queen.
telegram?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I thought
That
it was
is
quite good.
cool, that.
Maybe we'll be on his Christmas card list next year as well.
Maybe.
And then the last bit for this segment here, I have won the gentleman in the studio for this. We're going to take a little turn here for a moment. We are not a political podcast. We've said this so many, many times. But today we're going to break that briefly. There is a representative from Georgia here called Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was conducting an interview with the press the other day and got a question about our president that she did not like from a reporter from Sky News. Mm-hmm. And told her verbatim, to go back to her own country. Now, we've heard that too many times now. Wayne, Owen, and I are people who love and celebrate joining in with other cultures. That is the entirety of the premise of our podcast, to celebrate, not denigrate. People are welcome to our show to ask questions, to laugh, have fun, to celebrate each other's differences no matter where you're from. And the British have used different elements from different countries for years. I mean, our national dish is an Indian curry, for goodness sakes. We are only as good as the sum of those who have influenced us. We haven't addressed politics before, as we do want to be a place for fun and escapism. But hearing "Go Back to Your Own Country" reminded me we all need to be a voice for each other and to watch out for each other and support each other no matter your origin or identity of any type. It is our responsibility as broadcasters to promote that most basic staple of human decency. To listen to us, to this show, to Fish and Brits, is to listen with everyone. And that's all I feel we need to say on that matter. Sod off, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
All right, then.
That's pretty much where we want to do. Like I say, we don't touch on that, and we're not going to much, but that one needed to be...
That one stung.
And
kudos to the American reporter right after that incident happened, who says, I have a question for you. Answer her question.
And obviously, we're in a luxurious position where we don't hear that as often as a lot of people in this country do. None of it is right. None of it is acceptable. None of it should be happening. I almost didn't bring that up because I'm like, it makes it feel like, oh, well, now it's affecting us. We should speak up. No. That's just the last straw. And we have tried to be an entertainment broadcaster here for our show. We haven't brought that into it. But you know what? We will do now.
We didn't agree with that.
No.
So now let's have a laugh.
Back
to having a laugh.
With that, it is time for 11Z. Dong, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding, dong. All right, Big Ben has bonged.
Thank you, Big Ben,
Thank
for
you very
bonging.
much. And what is Big Ben? We've done this before.
It's a big clock.
No, we've done
Tower.
this before. No.
It's a building.
No.
Go on, then.
It's the bell.
Yeah, no.
The bell. You just wanted to piss me off, didn't you?
I did. That's because you weren't looking at me. You were too busy doing something else.
Well, I'm trying to get the 11s out.
Getting the food out.
Now, we know we are recording this as a daytime show here. We are not in our usual evening slot. The last time we did a daytime show, we gave you some gin.
Oh, that was a show.
Yeah.
I made a show of myself.
I think it's fair to say we learned our lesson for this one. We've got a theme for chocolate and sweets for this one as we're coming up to the Easter season. I found something the other day in the British pub shop that I hadn't had in years.
I just saw one of their videos of
did you?
all of their
All
stuff. Go on.
Do you fancy a finger?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Some Cadbury fingers. Cadbury, as you know, is the best British chocolate. Actually, no. It is the best chocolate in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It was bought out here in the US by Hershey's, but in the UK is still made by the same company. And now a chocolate finger is exactly that. It is a long stick of biscuit.
Yay! Love a chocolate finger.
Love a chocolate finger.
All of them with a cup of tea.
Go on over. Now, you're taking 2.
Chocolatey, crispy, crunchy treat.
Now, there are many ways to eat one of these.
Mm-hmm.
I like to dunk and then eat there.
Right.
You can just suck the finger.
Yeah. I've done that.
Are you a finger sucker?
I'm a finger sucker, yeah.
We'll clip that up.
And a bit of a nibbler, because I like to nibble the thick chocolate on the bottom.
Oh.
Scrape that with your teeth. Scrape it with your teeth like that.
So scrape it with your teeth.
Yeah, see how I did that?
I'm not meant to use teeth.
Hey! It is afternoon, isn't it?
It is afternoon.
Barely. And then the chocolate all over your regular fingers.
Yeah, because then you can suck your finger after that.
Those are a good treat. Thanks, mate.
Of course.
Yeah, they've got all the Easter treats in. Did you see all the eggs? Were they in when you went in?
They were in.
I might have to get some of them.
Yeah, an Easter egg is something special.
Yeah, really cool.
One thing I've never seen here with an Easter egg is we used to get them and they'd come with a mug. The egg would be sat in a mug, and that would be what you got.
Yeah. Now it's just sat in my mug.
Yeah, right. Did you used to do a lot of the Easter eggs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What was your favourite one?
Well, when I was a kid, we always got like the big ones from me nan.
Right.
Nans and granddads, both sides. And then I remember we get the Cadbury's eggs, of course.
Cadbury's cream eggs.
Cadbury's cream eggs. Yep. Those are my favourite.
They taste it. I bought you a big bag of those.
I was just going to bring that up. Bag? You bought me a bloody box of them.
That's true. I forgot about that.
They lasted me not very long. No, they lasted a while.
During COVID, when we were locked down, I left you. That's right.
Yeah,
I left you a box of those on the door.
Left them on the porch. That was when we were like, absolutely nobody comes near anybody. Right. And we're like, but we're always around each other, so what does it matter? He practically lives here, and I live over there. So what does it? Anyway.
Anyhow.
So yeah, ding dong on the door. I go to the door. He's legged it, and there's a box of cream eggs on the porch. Oh, it was great. It was like a box of 25 or something, wasn't it?
I think it was a 50, actually, to be honest.
I think you're right now. You've said 50. There was a ton of them anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then I actually took a picture of myself. So there's a picture of me when I was a kid. And I've got a Cadbury cream egg in my hand. I thought, I'm going to recreate that picture and send it to my mum for a laugh.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
And you
took
did
the
that?
same picture. I did.
You still have the picture?
Probably.
It's more stuff for the socials, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. If someone will put them up there.
All right, I've had a bit of time. I've not been I've been busy.
I've not been busy. You've been more than busy than anybody lately.
I know.
And bless you, mate. You've been working really hard.
Has that lava lamp always been there?
No, it's brand new. Do you not watch? He just ordered that last night. That came fast.
I've just noticed there's a lava lamp in the studio.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've never seen that before. That's cool.
Red and orangey yellow.
All right. That was my ADHD kicking in there, wasn't it?
You're tripping on your chocolate fingers.
Tripping on my chocolate fingers.
Too much chocolate. I think I see a lava lamp. That's cool, that.
I like the...
By his Welsh flag.
That's true. I like a crunchy egg.
Yeah.
When they put pieces of crunchy in the egg.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah, I always remember... I think they kind of changed... Maybe they changed it. Maybe they didn't. You get the egg. And so say it was like... we'll say it was a fingers egg.
You put it inside.
You put it inside the egg. But then didn't they move that to like putting it in the top of the box? So like you package it and put it in the top of the box. And I thought, that's lame.
I think that's a thing here versus England. Because that goes back to the Kinder Egg thing.
Yeah.
Where, it's ridiculous, a Kinder Egg is more highly regulated than a gun here in the US.
Yeah.
True story.
They could choke on that.
It is. It is considered... A Kinder Egg is a chocolate egg with a toy inside. Like physically inside the egg. You break the egg open... It's got a little capsule with the toy inside it. Years and years and years in England we had these. You can't do those in America because that is classed as a foreign object inside an item of food.
Yeah, mental,
and
right?
so those they get confiscated at the airports if you try and bring them in.
Yeah, you can kind of get them here, but they're not like the buildy ones. They're like just like a little toy inside now.
Yeah, but it's outside. It's like in the box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like I've seen the ones where you get them. You like peel back a separate thing, and so there's the food in one side, and the plastic's in another thing. But yeah, Kinder Egg chocolate is the best because that's white chocolate with milk chocolate on the outside. That was good though.
Yeah, good time.
But of course,
Yeah, I used to love getting the Easter eggs because you And they're pretty big as well. How big would you describe like a big Easter egg? Like
ostrich?
Yeah, like an ostrich-sized egg and thick chocolate, and then you'd have to crack it open. And the stuff was in the inside, like an M&M's one, or Smarties was another one I used to like getting. And then you'd have like a pack of Smarties in it, or the Smarties would just be inside the egg.
Yeah,
those were cool.
Those are good. We'll have to have a look in
yeah, they've got some at the
thing
at the shop.
Oh, we'll have to bring some in. Maybe that'll be a last episode thing.
Ooh.
But yeah, there we go. That's we'll hit upon that theme a little bit later.
Cheers for fingers. I like fingers. Chucky fingers.
But with that, it is time to go to the news headline.
Oh, okay. I'll just put a finger in my mouth.
Well, I'm just gonna
coming to you live with fingers in my mouth. Adam Graham with the news.
Not my fingers in your mouth.
Not my fingers in my mouth.
Stress that.
They are your fingers. You brought them.
They are. For today's news...
They taste like sunblock. Oh, no, they don't.
No, I wouldn't use that. For today's news, we are going to that classy publication, The Daily Mirror.
Ooh.
The headline for this week reads, Woman slams selfish paragliders who made her think Hamas were invading Doncaster. A woman panicked. Her village near Doncaster was under attack when she spotted a number of paragliders flying over a home and thought they were from Hamas.
Okay.
And then the body of the article reads, a Brit had to be reassured Hamas was not invading her village when she saw paragliders flying over home and panicked she was under attack. The woman reached out on social media when she saw a number of hobbyists in the aircrafts, similar to those used by the group's members in Israel. She was reassured when a number of people replied to her post that it was unlikely Hamas had turned its attentions on her home in Armthorpe near Doncaster. She wrote on Twitter, whoever thought it was funny to parasail over the village, it is in extremely poor taste. Take your twisted hatred somewhere else. There was 2 parachutes with engines like Hamas used. Gave me a fright. Thought it was some kind of scare tactic or protest. Turns out, it was, in fact, just the local paragliding.
All right, good. Good, well done.
So here we go. That is...
Ensuing panic. Can you take these fingers away because I can't stop eating them?
Oh, you can't stop. I mean, that one just sums it up to me about the British jumping to conclusions.
It's got to be the worst.
It's got to be the worst. I mean, clearly there would be no other reason for a paraglider.
No.
It's got to be. And it shows up a lot about how small we think the world is. That, Israel would be just right there and going over to Doncaster.
They'd come right over.
Yeah.
Right over from Israel to Doncaster.
To Doncaster. Bless them.
We've come to throw some darts at you.
You ever been to Doncaster?
I think so, yeah. I think we, I've been to Doncaster. Who's that friend of my dad's? I can't remember. I don't need to search that memory.
No.
Yeah, I've been to Doncaster. That's how I talk like that.
Oh, that'll be it.
I've been there, haven't I?
But
wasn't Bendy Bully from there, Doncaster?
Maybe.
What's his face?
Jim Bowen.
Jim Bowen.
Might have been.
I don't know if he was.
You've
won a Bendy Bully. Lovely. Super great.
But yeah, so this goes in talking about how Doncaster should have a heavily fortified border for such things as this.
Yeah, they must.
So, It reminds me of the old TV show Dad's Army. At the World War II Home Guard sitting there against the coast in England. It's great if you ever get a chance to see that one. So there we go. That's the news headline for the week.
That was a good one. Nice quick one.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go from that? What's
it just made me laugh. I'm like,
yeah. Love?
That's a typical British character. Oh, you know who it reminds me of?
Who?
Well, not who, but the type person. Do you ever see these shared in the UK when someone says their dog's missing on Facebook? Oh, I've shared that in Manchester, UK. Well, great. It was actually from Yonkers, New York.
Yeah.
But because it's on Facebook, it must be there. Oh, no. Sending you love all the way from Cleethorpes. It's like, great, thanks.
That's funny.
Dog's missing in Hawaii.
I saw a video last night of this mum. She's FaceTiming her. What have you put out on Facebook for? That thing that you've put up there? Well, Mum, it's just sharing the wealth. Do you know? Yeah, well, she goes, you share stuff as well, silly stuff as well. What? The last thing I showed was those two thieves breaking into house. She goes, Mum, those are the wet bandits from Home Alone.
Yeah, we do tend to jump to conclusions a little bit, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, not us specifically.
Yeah,
but
we've been gone a while. We don't jump to conclusions anymore.
No, we don't jump at all.
I just jump to panic.
Yeah.
And oh my
You
God!
do. Oh my God, you do.
I know.
But I do too.
I need to get a grip.
You'll be all right. So there we go. That's
all right.
the news headlines for this week.
Well, thank you. Thank you, news
Of course,
headlines.
now to take a little turn back onto our theme of the week, we are going to sweets. As had been mentioned, we have a list from onepoundsweets.com, which is they don't sponsor us, but maybe they will one day. Of the top 10 sweets in the UK.
Am I supposed to guess these?
Yeah, you can go for it, but I'm going to go all the way down to the end, so we're going to start from 10. What do you think the number 10?
Now, are these like chocolates and hard candies? Or
all of those.
Ooh.
Chocolate orange.
I would go with chocolate orange.
I would
Smarties?
put that a
I've
little
already
higher
said
up than
Smarties.
10. 10 is a Werther's original.
Oh, Werther's originals.
There
Those
you
are your
go.
nan's.
Those are your
Sweets.
nan's sweets. Those are the
Yeah.
ones that, they're stuck in the pocket, a bit of fluff and lint on them.
Yeah.
But we get those here as well. What's that?
Werther's?
I mean, introduced in Europe, so they came from Germany. But these are more specifically, these are the most popular sweets in the UK.
Oh, so it doesn't matter where
Right.
it's what we like. Sherbet lemons?
Sherbet lemon. Oh, the sherbet lemons are good.
Are they in there?
Let's have a look.
And the pear drops. Those were my nanny
you're
Ruffley's
you're just
favourites.
naming sweets now, aren't you?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Number 9 is a chocolate bar.
Oh, okay. Is that a Yorkie?
No, it is an Aero.
Aero. I was going to say that. What's your
Aero.
favourite flavour Aero bar?
I like the orange.
Orange? I was a mint.
You do. The mint one's good as well. Mint one's my mum's favourite. She got me on those. An Aero, for those who don't know, is chocolate with lots of bubbles in it. It's basically a good way for them to sell you half the amount of chocolate with some extra air in it, but it tastes good. And they come in orange, mint, or regular chocolate flavour. Those ones are pretty good. All right. Number 8. This one's one of your favourites.
One of my favourites.
We've had them on the show before.
Oh. Is it a chocolate?
No, it's a sugary sweet.
Oh, I can't remember what we've had on the show.
Jelly babies.
Oh, Jelly Babies. I've got a funny Jelly Baby story.
Go
well,
on,
I
then.
shouldn't tell it because...
All right.
Never mind.
Well, Jelly Babies, very well known across the world, but were first introduced in the UK in the 1860s by friars of Lancashire. Originally called Peace Babies, the candy were created to celebrate the end of the Boer War. In the 1920s, the name was changed to Jelly Babies in result of the Jelly War. No. And the candy became increasingly popular. But yeah, they all have the same sort of thing. They're basically you're eating children.
Yeah. Jelly, did you bite the head off first?
I do.
Yeah. We all bite the head. You have to bite the head off a Jelly Baby first.
Do you know what made them very popular and associated and how a lot of people in America know of them?
No.
Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Doctor
sense.
Who, one of the doctors, I think it was the 4th Doctor, was often seen carrying a bag of Jelly Babies.
I just got a box of them
Yeah.
because my other bag got thrown out.
Number
Believe that
7,
one.
you've already mentioned these. You talked about
Smarties?
Yes, Smarties.
Yeah.
Smarties are different to American Smarties. Smarties are more like a non-nut M&M. I guess, here.
Yeah, non-nut M&M. Yeah, it's a hard shell on the outside. But they've got...
That's a joke I won't do.
They've got... Yeah, and the colours...
Well, all sorts of colours.
Yeah, also, they are like an M&M, but
Yeah.
the chocolate... It's because it's probably Cadbury's chocolate on the inside.
Nestle
chocolate.
Nestle
Okay.
chocolate. And the orange ones were orange-flavoured chocolate.
Oh, I don't remember ever having them.
No. Well, it was just all of them were regular flavoured chocolate until you got to the orange ones, and they were a different flavour.
Oh.
And I think to this day, a lot of people didn't know whether that was true or not.
Did you
Whether-
research it?
No, I didn't actually, but I should do. Oh, no, it is. They were orange flavours, but people swore blind that it was just because you saw them as orange, so you thought them as orange.
Oh.
Um,
Did you ever pop the cap off with it? Blow through the
Oh,
tube?
of course. Yeah. And what was always... This will test you. These cap of Smarties, we didn't really have choking hazards back in the UK. What was always underneath it?
The letter.
A letter.
Yeah.
So it was either a capital letter or a small letter.
Yeah.
And you could collect all of those. Do you remember the slogan for Smarties?
I do not.
Only Smarties have the answer.
Yeah, that rings a bell now.
And no one knew what it was.
Yeah.
Still don't know what the answer was.
Yeah, what is the answer?
No one knows.
Yeah, it's a plastic cap on the top and then the paper on the bottom. So you poke the paper out, and then blow in the cap and go.
That made a great noise as well, didn't it? But they come differently now. They don't have the pop cap.
Boo!
They come in a hexagon.
Get jog on, Smarties,
because of the choking hazard.
Oh my god!
Yeah, because you can't possibly have something small and hard capping a box of things small and hard. Number 6. We used to have these on trips as kids, and you think you were getting pissed in the back of the car.
Shandy Bass?
No, not Shandy Bass.
Oh, the beer bottle.
No, wine gums.
Wine gummies.
Wine gums. They were a whole type of different, like a chewy sweet, all sorts of different colors. They were originally meant to be flavored with wine, although that's no longer the case. They're made of fruit juices, blackcurrant, lemon, lime, orange, and strawberry. But they all had a different shape and a different type of wine listed on the top, like Merlot and all of those. So we really were just encouraging children to look forward to wine at a young age.
Did they come in the long pack?
They could do, yes, yeah. They had the round ones
right?
in the wine, in the long ones, or in a bag.
And they were extra chewy,
shapes.
weren't they?
Yeah.
I remember them being extra chewy, hard, like a hard gum.
A little bit, but then there were some... Because there's the fruit pastels and fruit gums. Those were the super... Fruit gums, Roundtree's fruit gums, those were the really... They were the really chewy ones. I like those. Pulled more fillings out than anything else. Number 5, we're going to go to Cadbury for this one. What do you think the number 5 Cadbury chocolate bar is?
Yorkie.
Cadbury.
Oh, yeah.
That would be Nestle.
Is it Chocky Buttons?
No. Close. It's not got another flavor in it. This one is a Cadbury Flake.
Oh, I love a flake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A 99 in your ice cream.
That's right. Yeah, you put a flake, a Cadbury Flake in an ice cream, like in a cone. That's what you'd have as your standard topping there. The crumbliest, flakiest chocolate was the slogan.
Yeah.
And if it melted, God help you.
Oh, yeah, it was done.
You could never get it back into the correct shape.
No.
I like using them to crush up on top of chocolate cake. That one that I made for my dad last year.
Yeah.
Had all sorts of flakes all crushed up over it. It's a good one.
It's a very crumbly chocolate.
Flaky.
Flaky even.
Number 4. Like Smarties, but not.
Like Smarties, but not?
I don't agree with this one. I don't think this should be higher than some of them.
Okay.
Think fruity.
Oh, you've lost me.
Skittles.
The bite-sized candy?
Yeah.
No.
Skittles.
That's not going above any chocolate.
That's what it says here. So yeah, those...
Fail. That's a fail.
It is a fail. And those are popular in the US as well. We don't need to explain those. Number 3. This one's probably one of my favorites. I like these come in bags or boxes. I think they taste better out of a box.
Bags or boxes? Is that chocolate?
It is.
Bags or boxes? I don't know.
Maltesers.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Maltesers. Those were great. These are...
Melt in your mouth, not in your hand.
Yeah. Balls of... was it like... It wasn't honeycomb. It was like a malted...
Yeah, like it's a malt ball.
Malted
ball. Cookie in the...
Covered in chocolate. I used to like to bite all the chocolate off in the outside.
Yeah, scrape them with your teeth, like
That's
the fingers. I'll do that now.
There you go.
As a demo.
But yeah, no, love a good Malteser. Those are some of my favorites.
Crunchy bar on there. Now you said honeycomb.
No.
What?
Number 2, I know this is popular. I think this is probably more popularity rather than an actual favorite thing. I'd love to know the criteria for which they've done this. What do you think number 2 is? It's a jelly sweet?
A Turkish bar?
No, it's Haribo Star Mix. That's that mixture of... it's a whole mixed bag of sort of jelly gummy sweets, the fried eggs, the Coke bottles, the bears, all of that stuff, all in one big bag. You and I actually had some of that recently at that event we did down in Miami.
Yeah.
There's a whole Haribo room full
upstairs
of all these different
all the
things.
gummies you could imagine. Worms, eggs. I brought 3 bags.
He didn't have eggs. We had a conversation about that. That was the only thing you couldn't get in the US. and the eggs were good. Number 1, the
Yorkie bar.
Yorkie bar. No, but it is a solid chocolate bar. Curly Whirly, no.
Oh.
That should be up there. It's just your Cadbury Dairy Milk.
Is it just a... Oh, what's it called?
I've literally just told you the name of it. Cadbury Dairy Milk.
That's it?
Yeah, it's that
a Cadbury bar. Okay, yeah. I used to get the fruit and nut.
Oh, yeah, I like the fruit and nut one.
Whole
nut's good, too.
Fruit and nut and a can of Coke, please.
But a Cadbury Dairy Milk, you can get something called Cadbury Dairy Milk in the US. It's not the same. It's terrible. Find yourself a British supplier, a British pub shop like we have, and get some actual dairy milk coming in there. That's the best chocolate in the world.
Isn't that the difference? We've talked about it, where it's like...
We have talked about
the
it.
Dairy and the powder.
Yeah, they use a different thing. I'm sure
those
we'll
are
talk
good.
about it more. So
Twizzler get on there?
Twizzler, well, Twizzler's American.
Not the what's the chocolate one that's got the Twizzler?
Oh, a twirl?
Twirl, that's it.
Twirl,
yeah.
Those are good.
I'm trying to remember me British snacks now because...
Time Out, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, Lion Bar.
Lion Bar.
Those were good.
They're the fries mint creams. They were always good.
Oh, have I mentioned a Yorkie bar? I used to love a Yorkie bar.
I can hear you like a Yorkie bar.
Yeah, well, I was on the road a lot with my dad when I was a kid.
Right.
And whenever we went to like a gas station or whatever, he'd always get me a Yorkie bar. Because Yorkies were for the truckers, weren't they? Yorkies.
Well,
those were the commercials.
they got into a bit of trouble, didn't they,
Did they?
with what their slogan was. Do you remember what the slogan was for Yorkie?
No, I don't remember the...
It's not for girls.
Oh,
They did a whole thing. That
hasn't aged well.
That hasn't aged well. But they turned the marketing on the head for it and marketed pink packaged Yorkies, which were the ones that were for girls.
Oh.
I mean...
All right.
Horrifically sexist.
Yeah.
Would not fly today. But yeah,
No.
I remember that. Yorkies were the boys' chocolate.
Yorkies. And a Smurf. Do you remember the Smurfs? The little stationary figures. You could get them at the Shell station. And they just pop. This is how my brain works, isn't it? Things just pop on my head. I went on a trip with my dad just now. We went to a Shell station and we've got a Smurf and a Yorkie bar.
Do you eat the Smurf?
No, it's just a figure. A little rubber figure of a Smurf.
Do you remember getting petrol at a gas station?
Yeah,
My goodness, you could get that there as well.
That's why we were stopping for petrol. But, I was a kid and needed a toy and a chockey.
Always laughing at me because I'm trying to work out where that non sequitur came from.
Yeah.
All right. No, I don't remember the Smurfs, actually. I remember the show. I can't
had a
say
story then, but I wasn't sure if I could tell it.
No, probably not.
Oh, it was in Scotland and it happened.
Oh, goodness me.
My dad got a bit lost.
Go
Never
on.
mind. No, I'm not going to do it.
All right. We'll save that for another show.
I'll tell you off the air, that one.
But there we go. Sweet dreams are made of these, indeed.
Yeah,
those are the top British sweets in the UK. Which means it is now time to go to your listener questions.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, belly like a white cat. Or red and blue like you.
Shut up.
Just as
I'm not blue.
No, you've got a blue shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest of you is red.
I'm just themed
Now
to
you've-
Fish and Brits marketing.
Yeah, now you've pointed it out. I can see how burnt you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your legs are well done.
Uh-huh. Actually,
Your arms are medium rare.
Yeah, they look rare. I don't know how I burnt my
Your
ankles.
face is ugly. What's that?
What did you say?
Nothing.
All right.
Because you're in the water, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's another thing here. Everyone thinks, I'll get in the pool. That'll cool me off. No, that magnifies the sun. So if you're in the pool, you're magnifying the sun and burn yourself more.
Well, at least you know I wasn't skinny dipping because I've got
No.
a white patch all the way
I can
around
see
there.
it. Oh, around there. Thank you for that vision.
There you go. Enjoy that.
Bloody hell.
All right, it is time to go to your listener questions. We've had
Yay.
some fun ones this week. We actually put it up
Did we?
on
I don't have
the
them. There we go.
on the Instagram this week to get some questions on in. We're going to do that again as we had some good conversations with people coming
Yeah,
in.
send us your stuff.
Yep. Of course, you can always get hold of us at www.fishandbrits.com. Email us at fishandbrits@gmail.com. And, of course, get in touch with us on the socials, Instagram, Facebook, all of the above right there.
Yeah, reach out. We'll answer you.
Yeah.
Personally answer you. We don't have anybody, do we? It's me and you.
It's you and me. Yeah, we don't have a person.
Me and you, you and me together.
So question one, this one comes from Adam, not me, Adam, another Adam.
Hello, Adam.
Do you still watch Eurovision every year?
I don't.
I don't know if we get it here. For those who
No.
don't know, the Eurovision Song Contest is a competition every year where each of the countries in Europe put up a singer and a song to compete against each other. And then the winner of that year gets to host it the next year, and so on and so forth. That's where ABBA had a lot of their success in the Eurovisions. I think Will Young, I think he did it one year. It's often not the most, like, you wouldn't have Taylor Swift doing it. It would be fine, well, because she's not European. But it's not like that high level of people. It's finding someone who can more represent the country than anything else.
So not a superstar.
Not a super, but they can become superstars like ABBA.
Yeah.
Did afterwards. I was actually listening to this week. One of the entrants this year is Greta Thunberg's mum.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like that was a new one.
What does she sing?
Songs. But yeah, I've watched it. I don't know if we get it over here. Why are you laughing?
I just tickled myself. It's okay.
Did you? Well,
yeah.
Stop touching yourself.
No, I can't do it.
I can't say I've watched it in a while. It's a little too cheesy even for me.
Is it? Yeah. I've never seen it.
For me, I know, Owen. I know I do have some limits.
Yeah, you love your cheese.
I know, right? But that's a breed too far.
I barely watch The Voice. Or what's the other one you watch here with the heads on?
Oh, I like The Masked Singer.
Of course you do. Masked Singing fan.
Masked Singer's great.
I know.
I've been trying to get you on that one.
Yeah, no, I think I watched a couple episodes because Scott Porter was on it.
Oh,
Do you know Scott?
Yeah.
Scott used to work at Pirates.
Did he?
Did you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah, Scott Porter. He was in Friday Night Lights, the television series.
Yeah.
He played the kid who ends up in the wheelchair.
Yes. Spoilers.
Scott, he's gone on to do a million things. He's voiced in video games, and he's officially he's a great guy.
Good for him.
Yeah. That's the only reason I watched it, because he was going to be under the head.
Yeah. And there was another wrestler who was on there once. They've had a couple of wrestlers, and I always point those out when they're on.
Yeah,
don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, but I can't say as that I do watch it, but good for you if you do.
Yeah, well done.
Eurovision.
Good question, Adam.
This one comes from our friends at the 30 Old 30 Young podcast out of the UK. Give them a listen.
Oh.
Cutting straight to the meat of the entire podcast here. What's it like living in the States versus the UK? Well, that's the entire concept of our show. Can we sum it up in a sentence?
It's brilliant living here.
Louder is the word I would use.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, isn't there?
I think that's it. I think louder is...
Yeah, it's very chillax. I remember from living in England. You know, I mean, I was a kid. Like I said, I was 13 when I left. So it's not like I had any adult time in Liverpool.
Right.
So, you know, it was get up, go to school, come home, hang out with my mates all night till, you know, all hours of the evening.
Till 9 o'clock.
Oh, my, 9 o'clock. Sometimes I was coming home at 11.
Bloody hell.
Back to school the next morning, falling asleep on the desk. But we had some laughs, me and my mates.
Wake up, roughly.
Got up to no good. Yeah. You know, and then I was on the road with my dad doing shows and things.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely a lot going on. A lot more going on here.
Yeah,
that's how I would put it.
I think here's more relaxed in that you don't have as many... Stock up's the wrong word. There's not as many airs and graces and trying to keep yourself to a certain social standard here quite so much, I don't think. But I do think it's much louder. Louder and faster. I noticed that when I went there last, when I took Bryson for a walk round my mum's town that she lives in, and you just couldn't hear a thing. A couple of birds.
Oh, you can't go anywhere here with it being quiet unless you go to like the mountains of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Which is why I love going to the mountains of Tennessee.
I'm starting to realize that's what gets a lot of my anxiety and my stress going on. I need a bit of quiet.
Yeah.
I don't always get that here. So yeah, that's...
Your neighborhood's not bad.
No, it's not.
Unless you know who's complaining about what you've done to your house.
I know. I got those lights approved.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
I've got the paperwork now. They can't complain.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Well, you did get a bit over the top with Mardi Gras, purple and everything going on.
That looked great. That was banging.
It looks fantastic, but when they're like having a moan, you're like, oh, he's pushing the buttons.
No one can see my house. Like, there's no one in front of us.
Well, your community's gated as well, so you can't just wheel on in.
Well, true. You've got the code. And then our third question today comes from Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Long-time listener. Yeah. What is the best royal conspiracy theory no one knows about?
I don't know because I don't know about it.
There's been a lot of conspiracies.
There's a doozy in there.
I tell you, the big one recently which shouldn't have happened, shouldn't have been a thing, was the Kate Middleton, Where's Kate?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
and the photo.
And the photo.
The doctored photo.
Yeah, all
Dun,
of
dun,
that
dun.
stuff. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that was Americans bringing that up rather than British people. British people just let it run and happen a little bit more. It was the royal watchers in America who thought there had to be something wrong.
Needed controversy.
Yeah, controversy.
Yeah, controversy.
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 Jesus.
I like saying controversy. I don't know why.
Because it annoys me.
Yeah, probably. That's why. What's one? What was a big one? It was
Diana was the big one.
That was another one. Then there was the who's the dad of Harry?
Of Harry. Yeah, that one.
The jockey man.
Yeah, because he was in Diana the Musical, that one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that?
No.
That was terrible. So bad.
Oh.
So bad. One of the worst shows I've ever seen.
How did it do?
Really bad.
Did it?
Jeez. You can't say that.
I didn't say
We've
it.
Got
I mouthed
we have
it.
A card from King Charles
I
in
know.
the studio right
well, he
now.
doesn't care. He divorced her.
Bloody hell. So yeah.
Sorry. Am I having a laugh? Am I having a joke?
I will say
Wayne's humour's showing.
Wayne's
actual humour's showing.
Yeah, right.
I'll have another finger, shall I? What's another country? Can you think of another one?
I think the big one, she was always very famous for saying this. The Queen herself used to think of herself as the biggest conspiracy. She had a saying where she said she had to be seen to be believed. That's why she wore a lot of bright color things, very out, very visible, because she knew the importance of being seen by people for their trust to be put into her. So she was always concerned that if she was not seen, people would think there's something going on.
Yeah. Over here, you got to go to a golf course.
Right.
Oh, you open that can, and I've just...
What are we talking about?
Nothing. I'll just avoid that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
No.
Do you want me to... No, I won't do
No,
it.
my God.
Anyway.
Anyhow, we'll say that for another episode.
There's some good conspiracies there.
Yeah, the Diana one is ridiculous. People saying that, that was a whole hit plan and all that. That's just people wanting drama for the sake of drama, that.
Is there any past king conspiracies? Or I'm trying to think back.
Charles is
from
lizard.
history.
Charles
is a lizard. That explains the pudgy fingers.
My goodness.
How did he sign that card? With those hands?
With his tongue.
Oh.
No, I like Charles.
Speaking of Charles, thank you, Charlie. That's a good question.
Thank you. And with that, we have come to the end of this episode.
Have we really? That was a quick one.
We're getting streamlined with this thing a little bit more.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, does everybody like that we're getting streamlined? Let us know in the comments.
I think so.
Give us a review. Hit up our Instagram. Hit up our...
Yeah, get us on the socials and fishandbrits@gmail.com or the website fishandbrits.com. We're going to be back next week with an exciting announcement, something big coming for the summer that we will reveal to you next week.
Yeah, we've been working on this. This is extremely exciting indeed. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us for Fish and Brits. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcast, baby. Hey, we'll see you next week.
See you then.
See you, lads. Cheers, bye.
Pass the fingers.
Oh, give us one. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits.